Om Swastiastu. Hey, welcome to my video. In this video, I will explain or do a presentation about circle. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Artha Mulyasa. I'm from 4B class Mathematics Education, and my student ID number is 2113011053. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into today's topic, circle. So in this video, we will discuss about a circle-shaped object, circle definition, part of circles, circle formulas, circle area proof, and properties of circle. There are many objects we have seen in the real world that are circular in shape. Some of the examples are ring, compact disc, bangles, coins, wheels, button, dartboard, and hula hoop. In the slideshow, we have three pictures that represent or has a shape like circle. There are pizza, wheel, and clock. And to be noted, we can observe many such examples in our daily life. Now, let's discuss about circle from the mathematical perspective. The first is the circle definition. A circle is a closed two-dimensional figure in which the set of all the points in the plane is equidistant from a given point called center. Every line that passes through the circle forms the line of reflection symmetry. Also, it has rotational symmetry around the center for every angle. And next, here we got parts of circle. The first one is sector, which is a region bounded by two radii and arc. Next is segment, a region bounded by a chord and an arc lying between the chords and point. So next is arc. Arc is basically the connected curve of a circle. And then there's apothem. The apothem is the perpendicular distance r from the midpoint of a chord to the circle center. Now in this slide, we got more parts of circle. The first one is radius, which is a line segment connecting to the center of a circle to any point on the circle. The next one is diameter, which is a line segment having both the endpoints on the circle and is the largest chord of the circle. Next is tangent. Tangent is a coplanar straight line touching the circle at a single point. Next is chord, which is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. And we got center, it is the midpoint of a circle. And the last thing is secant. Secant is a straight line cutting the circle at 2 points. It is also called an extended chord. I guess that's are all the major parts of circles. So let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so the next topic is circle formulas. The first circle formula that we got here is circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle is defined as the distance around the circle. The word perimeter is also sometimes used, although this usually refers to the distance around polygons, figures made up of the straight line segment. A circle circumference formula is given by C equals to 2 times pi times r, or C equals to pi times d, or diameter. The next formula is area of a circle. Area of a circle is the amount of space occupied by the circle. The circle formula to find the area is given by A equals to pi times r squared, or A equals to 1 over 4 times pi times diameter. And there's a note here, where the value of pi is equal to 3.1415926 and so on. Or you can use the value of pi that is equal to 22 over 7. These pi constant value are coming from the circumference of a circle divided by the diameter of a circle. Okay, after we learn about the circle formulas that are circumference of the circles and the area of the circles, here are some examples of using the circle formulas. There are two questions in here. The first one, find the circumference of a circle that has a radius equals to 10 centimeters. And the second question is, if a circle has a radii equals to 7 centimeters, what is the area of the circle? So let's jump into the way we answer the question. For the question number one, we already know that the circumference formula is C equals to 2 times pi times r, or the radius. Now we know that the radius is equal to 10, so we substitute that in. And for the pi constant, we choose the value that pi is equal to 3.14 and so on. But we just using the 3.14. The reason we choose the value of pi is equals to 3.14 is because the radius is a multiple of 10, which is the value is 10. So we substitute that all in, and we got C is equals to 2 times 3.14 times 10. That equals to 62.8 centimeter. And for the second question, we already knew about formula to count the area of a circle, which is A equals to pi times r squared. And we know from the question that the radius is equals to 7 centimeter. So we're going to substitute that into the formula of the area of circle. And in this case, we choose the pi value is equals to 22 over 7 because the radius of the circle is equals to 7, and that's the multiples of 7. And when we count it, we can cancel out the 7. So we got A is equals to 22 over 7 times 7 squared. And then A is equals to 22 times 7 because the 7 is cancelled out 1. And we continue to count it. Then we get the area of the circles is A equals to 154 centimeters square. Okay, next is a circle area proof. Now I'm going to show you one method that can be used to prove the area of circle is equal to pi times r squared. So we're going to use GeoGebra app in here. So that's our circle. First, we will divide it into large equal parts and arrange them in a rectangular formation, just like the shape that's shown below the circle. As you can see, it barely or slightly resembles a rectangle. So next, we will divide the circles into small equal pieces again, and we will arrange them in the same manner. You can see that it appears more like a rectangle. So if we divide the circle into even more smaller pieces, you can see that every time the shape becomes more like a rectangle. So how small must we divide a circle before we can get a perfect rectangle? Well, we can keep in dividing the circle into smaller, or the smallest pieces you can make. But the answer is to divide the circle infinitely many times until we cannot distinguish the line, until the circle becomes a perfect rectangle. So the area of circle is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to base times height. The height of rectangle, as you can see, is the same as the radius. Now to find the base, we need to look at the circumference of the circle. And when we compare the base and the circumference, we can see that the base is equal to 1/2 the circumference, because as you can see here, the green and yellow parts are come from the same circle, and we arrange them, they filling the empty space between each other as we try to shape them into becomes more like a rectangle. Remember that the circumference is equal to 2 times pi times r. When we combine with 1/2, the 2 is cancelled out, and we left with pi times r. So now the base times height becomes pi times r times r. Combine the r's together and we have pi times r squared, which is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to the area of the circle. And the last topic in this video is properties of circle. The important basic properties of circles are as follows. Number one, the outer line of a circle is at equidistant from the center. Number two, the diameter of the circle divides it into two equal parts. Number three, circles which have equal radii are congruent to each other. Number four, circles which are different in size or having different radii are similar. And the last is the diameter of the circle is the largest chord and is double the radius. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain in this video and have a good day.